Let's see. Mapmaking and world building. Sure. That'll work for me. Hey, change the category, Derek. What are you doing? Dungeons and Dragons. You can't be just chatting. We're talking about Dungeons and Dragons. That wouldn't be good. Has Toast been live and talked about his experience in watching Vox Machina yet? Has he talked about that on stream yet? I feel like he hadn't yet. All right, and now we go to the map that I have been working on for a while. No one just chats about D&D, not me. Look, I have a map. I am making it. Hold on, I've got things hidden because they're in the way. Am I on that one? That's where I'm at. It's going great. I only got like, I don't know, 10 hours or so into it. My nose is a little ruddy. How's my experience in the Mapmaker been? I keep on getting bugs where like my cursor will bug out and get stuck. And then I've just had to save the map and then reload the page. So that's been my workaround, but... Alright. So the idea is... Hold on, we've got a number of regions of neighborhoods. And I have divided them. These are what they look like. So you can see we got the purpley ones here. And these little blue ones. And we got some red ones here. And then usually like a big yellow area. And this one's kind of like a turquoisey green. Working on those. And then I'll be able to figure out some more stuff in there. Ugh. So the idea, so once upon a time, the city was very sort of ghettoified, and in the areas there's a lot of there's an area that was definitely built by elves, for example. And even though that's not necessarily the most common peoples there, right, let's see. I'm going to do a single elven building here. What do we want to have? We can do this weird snail thingy. No. That one. This one might work up here. Into that one. And just need a little something right there. But no, it works really, really well. It's common, like it's got enough stuff in common with other tools that I use that building on here has been very, very easy. Oops. You were supposed to be on the smaller level. Try it again. Hold on. Portugal really did have a lot of places. Yeah, that's true. In Brazil, they had the worst treaty ever with Spain. That they would only hold like 10% of the territory of Brazil to the right based on an imaginary line. That checks out. Damn it. Oh, I see. That's what's going on. These are all on -3 when they should be on -2. Or not -2, but +2. And you should be on -3. Here we are. And now it'll look like these are underneath the buildings. Breathe a little bit of life into them. Test confirmed, Spoo. You are alive and connected to the internet. That's too big. A little bit smaller now. Let's see. Maybe make this one work. This little group of buildings here. And maybe we scoot you up a bit. Just a bit. So most of my free time has been doing this lately. It's going well. Put a little road, a little pathy path there. Add a couple of more of these here fellers. Are you -3? You are. I do wish that the different stamps like you would lock into. This pleases my non-diagnosed Kichi. Ha! I see you went with Cyberpunk. That's right, chum. All right, so one thing that I need to make sure that I'm doing, and I can always go back and change things later, is just sort of labeling special buildings. Like this is an alchemist building. This is a little market that I made. A big library. Temples that I haven't decided what they're going to be the temple of yet. I feel like this one should have more stuff. I don't know. So let's see. I kind of want to have this sort of go through like that. What is this software app that I'm using? This is called Inkarnate. Oh, see, this is the bug that I keep on getting. And now I just have a hand, and instead of being able to like see where the thing that I'm placing is, it goes blomp, which is not what I want. So don't like that. So I'm gonna save. I don't want to open another window of it. Map saved. You fixed it, CJ. You did it. You done did it. But no, it works really well mostly. This is a nice little group of buildings right here. What is that rainbow aura thingy? So that is a stamp. So I have an image that I was making to initially. So here I got these hidden right now because of the way that this is now acts as like its own singular big thing, and I'll accidentally click on it a bunch if I don't have it hidden. So I go boop and then hide it. But this is another stamp that I have, and this is sort of like a general layout that I was trying to make. Welcome back, Ty. How was your adventure at Michael's and Micro Center? Too close. All right. So, this is a smith. Do I want an elven smith? Got one smith. That's not one. Nope. I don't want it right next to the school. Poop-a-doop. About 13 large glass vases for our Wabikusa workshop next weekend, and Bill brought some of a white and black PLA Plus for his Halloween costume that he's making. Ooh, what's his Halloween costume? You know that I was gonna ask. You did. You knew. You knew. Don't tell me you didn't know. You knew. Actually, instead of that, let's go with you. The elven leather worker. So you can get your elven leather worked. Nope.
What great
nope.
news! You have subscribed
Thanks.
again!
Hello!
Wunderbar! Thank you, subscriber!
Attention, Watherfinch, your contractual obligation to watching declarations has been renewed automatically. We appreciate your compliance. Thanks to I want an Ifula for my sub-gift.
Oops, damn it. Damn it again. Oh my god. Damn it. Leather worker. You're supposed to be on that one. There we go. I'm working on stuff for the old D&D campaign. Trying to get all my little duckies in a row before we gotta get started. I don't mind that, but it does leave a little bit of an open area, which isn't necessarily bad. We can add some foliage. What else we got? I can't put this in. I like the shape of that guy. Yeah. Put on. And then maybe we add like a tree. Like a tree like right there, and then like another tree right here, and maybe a white one like should be a tree here. Yep. Watching the Amazon delivery truck like a creep? What'd you order? He's making the mask and the arm chainsaws. And the arm chainsaws? Howdy, weedy, whitey. Okay. Oh, you know what? You talked about that. But I did not know that was going to be it was going to be today. It was going to be delivered. That's exciting. And then do some little bushies. All right, now I just got to fill that little area. I like this building. Can I squeeze it in here? This is a bunch of stuff that only DK cares about. Bum, 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 bum. Something like that. Like that. There we go. Oops, that was on the wrong layer. That's what I'm saying. If I wish that it... Hold on. No. I wish that the number keys would send me to a specific layer. That'd be very helpful. Maybe that is a thing. Wait, nope. Nope. Is there like a settings? Nope. Oh, great. Oh, I can turn off the selection of groups? Fuck me. That's good to know. Maybe modifier on a number? Maybe. Control one. Oh, that's... You know what? I bet it's not that because... Alt? Nope. Shift. Nope. Nope. Well, dang it. And it helpful at all. I know, right, Si? Wouldn't it be great if we all just lived closer? It's a bunch of bullshit. Sons of bitches. Oh, look at how cleanly you fit right there, little fella. There you go. There you go. We'll get some smaller ones in there. Let's get some smaller ones in there, like this wackadoo looking one. That one's good. Something move over near us? No. Hold on. Meh. No, you stay there. All right, I can get behind that. I'm only 9 kilometers away. That's not even, listen, anything under 10 is super doable. You know what I mean? Anything under 10 kilometers, like a day trip. Nope, I need something bigger than that. That's what she said. Poopadoops. But that's too big. Listen, I don't want it too big either. It's got to be perfect size. I can't tell what you are. What are you? Oh, so that's like a staircase there. Got it. If I fit you here, no, because that's just gonna leave a big old vacancy. Hold on, can I get spicy with it and kind of spice you up some? Now that could plausibly work. No, I think I want more. One more small ones. Something. All of you coming to Brazil? What is 10 kilometers if but 1 kilometer several times? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that'll be fun. And then I want some of my little bushes. My shrubberies. Boop. Beep. Boop. 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 Maybe a tree of some size. These are all buildings. Yeah, those are just like houses. Whoops. Nope. Tree above. Tree goes above. Tree goes above the houses. There we go. Oh, I don't want so much. Okay, all right. God damn it. Don't know why I even tried to read it. Yeah, it's pretty discernibly like its own little pocket of a neighborhood, huh? All right, so let's check out this guy. So I currently have this labeled as like a red. It doesn't need to be red necessarily. I just got to figure out how I want it to be different than the ones around it. I'm still sick. I'm sorry they're still sick. Sucking on candy canes. I don't feel like throwing up at the moment. Dang. All right, I'm going to go with my light faded thingy. Maybe. Hold on. So that's all. Nope. Up and through here and all the way back here. How do I want you to look? How do we want you to look? For real, Aurora. I agree. I'm with Aurora. I'm with Aurora on that one. Let's see. Okay. So, hold on. Now, I do have the option of plausibly doing some of these, like some of these buildings. I think that those are not the buildings that I thought I clicked on. Oh, that's a jeweler. There it goes. Yeah. Some of these buildings like this. I think that'll probably be fine. Like, it's not going to look too out of place, right? I could just do some more of the red houses. That wouldn't be bad. I could do like mostly ritzy houses. Where I do some of the more nobly looking buildings. That's a thing I could do. There's no. Oh, hold on. So there's teal noble buildings, but not teal regular buildings? Is that a joke? The hell? It's not fair. How are you gonna give me these teal guys? Not give me any place to put it. So I've got red here, orange here, and like a pink here, and I need to differentiate between the buildings with the tools that I have. So let's figure out how I want to do that, my friends. Let's figure out how I want to do that. Let's see. This is just like that one game? What's like that one game? Okay, let's just look at these. Now I can add filters and change the hue a little bit. Don't want it to be too much. Yeah, it gets into green. That gets into like a purple, like a pinkish purple. And that could work. There's like Hugh Nig 50M. I think that'll work for this area here. Actually, no, look at it. It's a bigger area than I thought. Well, let's just put some here and feel, and then we'll see how it looks. Let's see how it looks. Let's play around. Let's take a little look-see. Hold on. Oh my God, I cannot believe you'd go live on my night. SMH my head. I can't believe it. Fuck you, Toast. Son of a bitch. All right, I'll put this. Oops, damn it! I just fucked that up. Damn! Oh my God! Fuck this fucking text tool. You're spoiling my joke, you damn game. Going live right in front of my salad. Can't believe you'd go live on my night in front of my salad. All right, anyway. This is there's a nice little neighborhood, Toast. I've only spent like 20 hours on it so far. It's a good time. It's a good time. All right. I feel like there's supposed to be something right here, but I don't. It looks empty. I don't know what was supposed to be there. Don't like that. Maybe I'll add another little building. Hold on, let's add another happy little tree. There we go. By the way, this is like literally, this is what I've spent so much of my time on recently, is just going through all of this and placing groups of buildings. There's some of these buildings like this that are not quite appropriate shape, that are grouped together like that saves a little bit of time, but not like that much. Not like that much time is saved. Oh, come on. Yes, that's perfect. Give it to me. Give it to me now. Do I say plus 50 or minus 50? I'll do minus 50. And then maybe saturation down some. Will that work? Well, I'll keep on placing them there and then we'll figure it out. Don't let me place anything besides buildings for a minute here. See, right here, the idea is, since it's close to that city center, that it would be a little bit busier. I'm going to actually do a flip-a-doo. It's not going to fit in a happy way. How about up here? That'll work for me. That'll work for me. Hey, well, this is Inkarnate. Let me links you. Spoop and spoop. Sir Jonathan was as so kind as to pay for a year's subscription for me to be able to do all this stuff and work on it. Also, hi, I hope you're doing well. You know what? I forgot until just right this second that some time ago you asked me about making a stamp of some kind, right? I don't know if you ever, I don't know if you stopped on it or if I stopped on it, but if you still want that, let me know, dude. But yeah, no, some of the things that I've seen people do in this tool are kind of nutty. TBH, hold on, let's do the medium buildings because they have some fun shapes. Let's see if I can fit you in here somewhere. That's probably adequately crammed in, huh? So neg 5075 is what we're looking at. Neg 50. Whoop, oh God. And then turn down that there saturation a little bit. Redline, it's a good tool. First of all, also welcome in. Hello. I've been trying to organize my own game a bit, though most of the details are still in there. For the stamp, I don't remember what had happened, but I moved and had a lot of my craft stuff behind. Gotcha, okay. Well, that makes me feel a little better, because I felt bad. Boom, 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 boom. Can I fit you in here? Not really happily, huh? Hold on, but if I go here. Excuse me. But it's kind of wild. So, like, this is sort of the tool that I always wish that I had growing up, really. Redline, I can't remember. Yeah, I know you came in with a raid. I remember seeing your name. I can't remember whose raid it was. It's just a couple weeks ago. I have run out of this drink. What I didn't like anyway, but even so. Magnetron. Well, that's why I don't remember, because I don't remember who Magnetron is. Was that for Moonbreaker or what? Dungeon Painter Studio I'm familiar with too. Yeah, from Moonbreaker, yeah. So Campaign Cartographer, all of those are like older tools that I've also used. This one is what I wanted those ones to be like. It's great. And so, hold on, let's just show off our little tool that we're using. Inkarnate. Look, I've got Campaign Cartographer 3 from Humble. Yeah, I've got like Campaign Cartographer 1 on CD-ROM. But you can also like share maps. So let's just take a look, see at some of the stuff people have done, because this shit gets fucking beautiful. Let's see. This one looks good. Yeah. Do I share my maps? So Redline, what I'm working on presently is a campaign setting. Then the idea would be that it would be awesome to eventually be able to share that with everybody. Is there a community of shared artwork like Dungeon Painter? Yes, but also you can import your own should you need or want to. So yeah, so then the idea is eventually I would love to be able to share the whole thing. Like this is just beautiful though. My goodness, look at it. I love the isometric things that people are able to do. That is just, for the city that I'm working on right now, felt like too big of a thing for me to be able to do it like this. I don't know what this one is. Man, see, they did such an easier job of it, where they're just like stamp, stamp, stamp. The problem. Damn it. I do like how they did the water though. Oh. Okay. Might have to. Because I have to figure out how I want my river that I've got in my thing now to look. Okay, so these are all the regional ones. I'm just showing them because they're so much different than the other ones that I've got. I've seen some really good ones. Hold on, I wonder if I can like... most cloned, sure. I wish that I'd favorited some of the really cool ones that I've seen because they've been just like inspiring. Water I just haven't figured out yet. Yeah, they're tricky. I can't draw to save my life. Yeah. But yeah, so it comes with some amount of stamps, and then if you have the actual subscription, then you're able to use more of the stamps like that. So like all of these are just the like watercolor cities stamps that I have access to. Otherwise, I can do like fantasy battle maps, and then it'll give you all sorts of assets to play around in. Weaponry and tools. Oh, yeah. Lots and lots of cool stuff, though. But again, like I said, you can also just import stuff. Hey, Devin love the jury style. I feel that. No, you're good. Sunday, I'd rather show you what this tool is because I think it's very helpful. And if you hadn't heard of it, it's the best one that I've seen. There's a number of map-making softwares. Ow. The only thing I've run into like a weird bug where sometimes my cursor doesn't work and I have to just reload the page, which is inconvenient at worst. But you can set things to different layers, and
it seems we have a new follower.
Hey, bit-flipped Celt. Holy crap. Was I worried about messing up your name? Curious to see how the players will mess it up. But I've got some ideas that could be cool. Some bigger ideas that could be really cool. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
What great news you have!
Hey, thanks for the props, up, brother.
Wunderbar.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, subscriber.
That's not quite the shape. Hold on, can I squeeze that in there? Oh gosh, it's so close. Butts. A little too tight in there. Yeah, no, I mean, it's just a side effect of me being like, let's go to a city. I know, they'll make it the biggest city possible. Haha. Perfect. Nailed it. All right. So, what do we say? Negative 50, 75? Whoops. Oh, I keep on hitting tab. That's not what I want. Actually, instead of saturation, what if I play around with the brightness? No, because that makes it darker. Checks out. The opposite of bright is dark. Hey, Madrigal, how are you? Hello. I hope you're having a good day. Nope. All right, so we're going to bring this closer. I think that I want... I like a little pathy road thing to go in through here, at least. I'll figure it out. Oh, sorry, DK, anytime I need a map. Listen, if you want to... Listen. So the wrong thing. These are my different... neighborhoods. So working on it, but I've spent way too many goddamn hours on this shit already. Holy butts. Cause I can't do anything the easy way. I gotta do it the hard way. If there's a way to make it so I don't wanna make another map again, I will find it. I will figure it out. I wish that this would carry over. Oh, and then I hit that tab button again, because I'm doing great. Oh, the hard way is always more fun. I mean, often. Got your booster and your flu shot today. Oh my gosh, I hope you have an okay tomorrow. Hey, I gotta do that too. I've been slacking a little bit because I want to get that double dose, the not like a double dose, but like the new, you know what I mean? Yeah, nope. I'm just gonna go with the regular building. Oh, God, I keep on hitting tab because I'm used to being able to hit tab. There we go. Yeah. The new bivalent, nice. Is R2? I don't think R2 is sleeping. Oh, you know, he's disconnected. I remember having seen that. Stand by. Generate token. Authorize. Authentication complete. You may close this tab. Connect. And I go here and I click generate token. No kidding, damn claw. Well, shit. Everything's always broken. Everything's always broken when you're trying to stream. Authorize. Connect. All right. The quotes should now be working and functional once more. My apologies. But is that the proper term for the new thing? Is bivalent? Both valent? Hey, but I almost said badunkadunk. Blunkadunk. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. We're doing all right. So because not only do I like to call the appointments and say we're out, but also we're doing walk-ins for the flu too. And on a note, I had people and my feet hurt. I'm sorry I've had a rough day, my dude. All right, something like that maybe. And I can have a little pathy path that goes this way too. That'll work for me. And we go spoop de boop de boop. Spoop de boop de beep. Spoop. Yeah, so okay, so changing the hue like that definitely makes it look like its own coloration. Perfect. The new one is just called the bivalent. Okay, so if I ask and I'm like, give me that bivalent, they'll be like, yes, sir. We have some for you right here now, sir. Blunkadunk, did you come in on the Tron? I think it was Magnetron. Magnetron raid? Was he a Pokemon or was he a nuclear bomb? Maybe both. Hard to tell. Oop, that's something wrong. You did. All right, great. That's what I thought. This song makes me feel like Chat's trying to have sex with me. Don't try to have sex with me, Chat. Not consensually. I feel like I'm trying to be seduced. But when you make a new point anyway, you will mark which one you're getting when you schedule it. Got it. Got it. Okay, thank you. Oh, I can't take it more. This song is called Before the Rain Comes by the Softly from the album Sometimes I Wait for You. Welcome to 95.9 The Chill. I'm your host DK, and we're going to go ahead and switch it up, and we're going to play Sunbreak. I can read. Hi, Jonathan. John, this was taking too long, so I decided to do it on stream. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Mr. Mo Cowbell is one of our players. If you haven't watched the D&D game, it's definitely okay. Well, I can convince you of the need to speed it up. No, it's looking great, and it's worth every single extra dozen hours that I've been spending on it, okay? Obviously. I did not create these assets. Fuck that. No. So this is this is a tool called Inkarnate, and it's everything that I ever wished for when I was a middle schooler. Ever tried to get TK to speed up? Stop it. No. So yeah. So it's called Inkarnate. Let me go ahead and give you a linky doodle. This is the paid version. Actually, Mr. Moore Cowbell in there was as so kind as to pay for it for the D&D game, which is very kind of him. So there's a bunch of stamps, and I can go through the catalog, and it also has like some easier placement tools. So if you don't want to be like me and place every single tool, like every single little tiny building, you can increase the area and then maybe increase the density, like this maybe. And then if you don't want to be me, you can just be like buildings. But I think that looks boring. So, and you don't have to be specific like that. You can randomize that angle. We could go right here, and we can go. See, that's a little better, you know. You can increase that density, make it thicker. You know what I mean? But again, I want to have like little side roads and specific areas that look great. Okay, and I don't need your judgment, John. Or you can probably search the community created items and find exactly what you want to make too. For like larger cities, or for like I'm using Roll20 myself, Blunkadunk. I like little details. I really, really do. I mean, like, and sometimes it's helpful, like if you just wanted to, like, you know. But it's really is a really, really cool tool. All right. Uh-oh. Yeah. Oh, because it's got randomized angle on. That's what's going on. Now I can spin it? Now I can spin it. There we go. I got it. Wish that you would keep my hue and my saturation. So, yeah, so that's the idea, is that I want them to be, and some of them are like not just in the same way that I've been doing. Some of them have been with different architectural styles, which has been very neat. Like we got the sort of like elephant area that we're doing here, and then we got all of this, which is much more Gothic looking. And then the blue, the red, and the yellow buildings are the same set, just with different colors on them. But I can change the hue on them a little bit to sort of make my own should I needs to. But yeah, so it should look very mosaic-y when we're done, and visually be able to just exactly see where the different districts are or would be. So. Oh, well, that one's not supposed to be quite like that, but that's okay. Let's turn this one on. Divenclaw, I have not yet decided that information. Which maybe I should have, but I didn't. So that's where we're at. Oh, does it save the hue? Oh, that's interesting. It like saved it as its own like little selection up here. I didn't even know that was a thing. Actually, let's do a row up here. Yeah. Let's do that. Besides buildings, do we have trains and other elements? Yeah. So here, let me hold on. I get too excited about this, and I just can't help but show people because I think that this is really cool, and I think that they deserve even more accolades than they already have. Let's go ahead and go lay clickety, and then we're gonna go explore. You can do straight up parchment maps, which, hell yeah. So this is one that somebody's built and that they've shared. This one. What's also cool is if you have the fully paid thing, I can go clone and edit. And now, well, not now, but when this is loaded, I can go through and see how they made it or change it, modify it, edit it to suit my own needs. So like if you wanted to have your own thing, you could just like steal somebody else's. And so if I wanted to sort of see how they organize this, I could be like, let's see, yes. Oh, you just have us all in one group, huh? Ungroup that, and then I can... So like right up here, there's this mountain. I've moved it. But yeah, no, I could have absolutely just taken somebody, but you think I'm just going to take somebody's... No. Anyway, it's great. Quote whatever, hard makes him cry, etc. Quote 156. It's a thing. Weird. A function of the site. Almost open source in its sharing of assets. How dare you? What do you mean? How dare I not use it? In such a way? I'm not going to use these.
Is that a new subscriber?
Welcome down with the big Subarooski.
Hello,
Oh my goodness.
subscriber.
Thank you very much, dude. A brand new subscriber. Hell yeah. The unsung heroes of D&D. Well, I get a lot of joy out of it. Yes, Blunk Dunk. I'm going to just call you Blunk unless you wish to be called something else specifically. Yeah, dude, if you want to join us in the Discord, I have a sub-only Discord, which is not how a lot of streamers do it, but I do it because, number one, it keeps out the riffraff. But number two, I feel like streamers. Nope. I feel like subscribers don't get enough love for the love that they give, and I'd love to give them some love. You know what I mean? Blunk was taken? Fair enough. That's a bit riffraff, if you ask me. Poppycock. Yeah, whatever. We can do these. Boop. This might fit in a way that I find acceptable. Perfect. Yeah, and so what I did is if you're just joining us, I made a little maparoo like this and imported it as a stamp and like used a stamp there, and then I'm building off of that, and then I've got my little areas of the city that are all mapped out. My little districts, and also have the background so that I can kind of see it, but it's not quite as distracting. I'm gonna have a little path up and through here, but no, Inkarnate is great. Like, I wish that I still had some of the shit that I had when I was a kid, where it was just me on graph paper, and a ruler. Because my father is a mechanical engineer, so he also had like a million mechanical pencils, like drafting pencils, that we would clip and utilize in such a way. Oh, that's a little spicy, like that. It's the wrong color, but we'll fix that. And again, you can import your own assets, which is also really, really great. Where you can just like, if you are as so talented an artist as to be able to create your own little icons, you could do that. I'm not. I like map making, not quite a visual artist in the same way. I like it like that. Made board games on poster board? Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. I dig it. Can I like sneak you? No. We're gonna have a tree there. So I'm gonna up this to layer 3 and go boop, and then we got a tree. More later. Don't want to get excited about my shrubbery. I need. Let's add some. No. Maybe a nobler building of some kind here. Where they see the eyes. Well, damn it, that's all I can see now. Oh no. You're not wrong. Alright, so if I have you there, well, let's just change this so that I don't forget about it. Yeah, I think that I want that building, but not there. Or maybe not that one, maybe that one, sure. I guess that'll work. I don't like how these touch. Let's make them sort of look like they're touching on purpose. Yeah, no, this will definitely visually stand out to be its own district. Cool. I think this area needs a well. Path in through here from all of the foot traffic. Can you hand draw your own buildings in this? I can't hand draw my own buildings in this, but well, I guess I technically can. Like, this is a big amalgamation of a bunch of other buildings to make it look like one big fucking thing. So like you can sort of smush different aspects of things together to create sort of a modular thing. You can import buildings that you have drawn into this and then use all of the tools that this has in it to still create your own stuff. You can do that. Named Calcifer. No, hold on. We got that. We've got like fucking Baba Yaga in here. Hold on. What? Oh. There we go. That's a little house with legs. And it's fucking Baba Yaga. Oops. Don't know how I did that. Jesus. Yep, checks out. Let's see. I want shrubberies. Shrubberies. Did I miss it? I did. A little bit of foliage. And then go spoopty, spoopty, spoopty. Just a little bit of set decoration, you know what I mean? Make it look like it's a little more alive. Like people actually live there. Fill in the empty areas so it doesn't look super blank. Make every area look a little bit. Yeah. To complete installation, you must restart your computer. What is this, the 80s? Spoopy, spoopy. Make it look nice and full-like. Again, like it was on purpose. I'm gonna add a tree here as well. One of the smaller ones right there. And then that's on the wrong layers. Then I gotta go beep, 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 beep. Perfect. Now it looks like there's a tree there. Yeah. So it's like that. Happy little tree. I'm gonna put a pathway right there, maybe. Perhaps there will be a pathway there. Nope. Sometimes I try to see if I can use the shapes that they already have for like some of these blockier bits of buildings, but sometimes it just doesn't fit. Something like that. Have that pathway going up through there. And then maybe this little guy right up here. I blame the DaVinci Resolve twins. Ugh. What we might do, we'll see how long I want to do this on stream. I'm sure that this gets grindy and boring to a degree. We might go to...
What great news!
Hey,
You have subscribed
me.
again! Wunderbar! Thank you,
Little pat on the
subscriber.
back.
Bring me a shrubbery, one that looks nice and not too expensive.
You got it. Hold on. This shrubbery here. Hold on, let's see. Oh, right here. This shrubbery right here is dedicated to Niffler. So when you see this map, this is your shrubbery. There. Also, I've got it. Yeah. Let me tell you. All of these little, this wall is like 700 little tiny pieces that I've placed. There's no like drawing and then it just like fills it in. These are like individual things that I've then arranged to then look like they fit together. I spent a lot of time on it. Same thing with all this. Yep. Because I'm a big dumb dummy. All right, let's make a specialized building of some kind. Let's see, I need to pull up my list. Holding up my list. Is that a drown yard? Is drown yard an actual word? Basically, yes. So the idea is, imagine if New Orleans, if the seawall broke and shit went down, and half of the, well, not like half, like a quarter of the whole city done got sunk. Just like that. Paxton, here we go. All right. Did place that. And the shrubbery under Starfoot. Yeah, so the idea is, so you can kind of see how this would have gone all the way around right here. And it's like somebody took a big bite out of the big old cookie. Can the players explore the sunken city if they choose? If they choose, or perhaps there will be adventures there of some kind. Perhaps there'll be adventures in specifically this sunken temple, perhaps. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see where it goes. But no, I'm at this point thrilled for what we're going to do. Because at this point, for anybody who hasn't watched the actual gameplay yet, that's what I'll do this. At this point, the players have only experienced pre-con stuff, and they've not experienced stuff that somebody's made for them specifically. And I'm thrilled for that. Hey, is that a boy? Like the Flatiron building right there. I forgot what I was doing. All right, so special buildings. Let's see. So I've got most of these labeled. What would be a good one to do? What would be a good one to do? Hey, Switchblade, welcome on in, brother. How you doing? Let's see what we want to do here. Okay, just do an in. I already have an alchemist. What do I need? I don't have... Could use another smith or two. I could always use more temples and temples. Oh, I was going to put a temple in here somewhere. What was. Let's make it a simple temple. I'll see what I can do to make that look like it's all part of the same thing. Oh, that was easy enough. The crack rocket message rolled over. Yeah, man. I mean, we were just talking about it a lot. It's one of those things like, had the shit existed when I was a kid, I don't know what I'd be doing now, but it'd probably be different. Put it that way. All right, so something that I've been doing with all of the temples in the area is having like a lot of like shrubbery around them, and like little decorative areas. There's another one. What do I want to do with this one? What do I want to do with this one? Maybe this one has a graveyard next to it, or behind it. That feels too small. I can do like individual ones? Sure, rapes. I did, Dave and Claw, or at least I'm in the process of still completing them. So Magical I have, it doesn't have all the functionality that I would use. It is something, however, that my niece is currently playing around with. For beginners in terms of 3D modeling, it is great. Truly, truly great. Yeah, but, what is this? It's a shack? Oh. I'm gonna use those later. Hey, Road Wolf. You're not new here. Stop it. Hooligan. Oh, right on, Magical. That's great. Jazzy Designs by Jazzy. She hasn't yet made anything that is 3D printable, but she does have aspirations to, very much. Oh. Huh. No other thing. I'll keep watching them. Man, I gotta fucking put all these little goddamn ghosties on the Etsy store. I'll talk about a feel just like sharing. One of my coworkers asked today if I've heard of this old band called No Doubt. I don't know what's more offensive. Thinking that I wouldn't have known them or calling them an old band. Thanks, I hate it. Oh, no. Fences. I don't know, whatever. Maybe there's just a bunch of bushes there. Sure. How much room do I have? A fair bit. So... Oops. Didn't it? Something like that. Now I think I want to move it over some. That might get a little complicated. Meant 25 past. Oh my gosh. I'm hoping for a 4 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot enclosure that goes on sale for Black Friday. And I'm going to make a natural looking background using insulation board and expanding foam. Right on. That sounds awesome. You'll have to share pictures with us. All right. What more do I have? Oops. All right, so we got a little bit back here in that whole area, and then I should look through all of the pathing that I want there. How about medium bricks of stuff? Something like this, maybe? Meh. All right. Give me another row of buildings. A row of buildings, and that's gonna be too big. How about this one? Similarly too large. Well, but you fit okay here, though. And then maybe. That. And then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to squeeze a building in there. If we can have like a fountain or something, that would work too. Nope, nope, too big. So I could fit this in here. Easy enough-ish. Maybe even another one next to it. Hold on. So let's go that there, and then this guy here, and then arrange them appropriately. Add that color, and then we can add all that pathing. Boop, 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 boop. And then redo that. And now shrubbery and trees and such. So a 120. Goodness. Goodness. That is larger. And make this little road through here. And fix this. And once I'm like done, then I'm gonna go through and sort of like do like that and clean up the roads and make it look a little more appropriate, but I want to make sure that I don't need that wiggle room yet. And now we've got to turn it alive with some shrubbery. Fill in some of our gaps. Boop. Let's see. Oops, are you? Oh, these are all over the place. Back to my shrubberies. Something like that ought to do me. Maybe a little bit over up here. A little something, something. There we go. Might check my graph. And that looks like we've got that whole little section. Cool. And it definitely, I think, is looking like a cohesive section. And what I do need to do is add this temple. Smaller. Boop. Damn it. Every time. Temple. keep on hitting V to use the hotkey. Doesn't work. What was that trick with the neon pathing? Oh, so this is a... I used a different application called Clip Paint Studio to make my... Here's the other thing. Oop, nope. This. Hold on, can I make... So I go through and hide all of the rest of it. This is just sort of oh, you know what I can do? I've got it in here. So this is just sort of the sketch that I made. And I then imported it and put it as a stamp. And then I'm able to use it to sort of make sure that everything lines up sort of how I had planned. This looks hilarious. It looks awful. Perfect. I do it inefficiently in reverse, laying it on top of my Photoshop sketches. Stealing the idea? Yeah, no, please do. Because I mean, sometimes it's just easy to like start off with a sketch rather than trying to sketch it out in here. Because I'm trying to do it. Yeah, absolutely magical. I'm going to do battle maps in this program, and it's going to be. There's also ways. I don't know how to do it yet because I haven't tried. But you can take a world map and like go whoop, and then make the regional map of that area, so you can add in more details, but it'll like import the stuff that you already have there or something like that. I've not done it, but I've heard that you can do that. So that's fucking cool. Can't wait for that. Not a fan of that tool, that the scaling gets all wonky. Yeah, but if it gets you someplace to start with, right? That's all I care about. I'm gonna add a tree right here because it's got an awkward shape. Bigger. Too big. Better. Boop. Nope, that's trees. Trees go on top. There. But yeah, you're talking about the neon yellow. That's just the overlay that I still have on there. That's all that is. All right. So now I've got this similarly light pink. Awesome. We'll do this area over here. This little like yellow area there. Yeah, I'll do that. We've got the like sort of town guards. They're gonna come from here. And what I need to do is make this prettier. So that'll be that whole building. And let's see here. Hold on, I'm going to actually back it up further. Nope, just 4, not 34. Yeah, magical. It's so funny. I showed that on stream actually sometime, and I have had so many people be like, "DK, you need to see this," and they are correct. It is so cool. connect that like that. Mix that up some. Anyway, so what I wanted to is we've got the one for just your regular sword and board kind of guards, and then I want one for the mages that I still don't have a name for. I was going to call them the spell guard, that sort of thing. Which, like, it makes sense for that to be a thing. But I don't like it. I want it to be... I don't know what I'm going to call it. I also don't know where I'm going to put this building. I guess it can be right here. The Cantrippers? Yeah, that is Inkarnate cast night. Also, welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. That was almost a pun, and I didn't mean for it to be. Something like that, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. What's supposed to be here? Yeah, I'm going to leave that one there for now. They ought to be close. Probably. Cantrippers sounds like like a stoned group of mages, you know? We're the Cantrippers. Yeah, I get it. All right. The goofy leaf. Oh my god. All right. So what I need is I need it to be yellow through here, but I need it to be different than this yellow. And I don't yet know how I'm going to do that. Oh no, it's doing the thing. Shoot. Save. The only thing with Inkarnate is I don't know if it's something that I'm doing, but occasionally my cursor will get stuck as this. And it's not, it doesn't, it might be fine, but it doesn't work when I'm trying to, place things. By the way, thank you for hanging out with me tonight as I work on the D&D map that we've got for the big old capital. All right, let's see what kind of filtering I can do. So I can increase the saturation some. That would make perhaps some changes. What about just the brightness? Oh, hate that. Hate everything about it. We'll increase that brightness just a little bit less, like 15. What it has to do is it has to differentiate from this. So right now, this is like the land of neon. Maybe just because it's so close or like so far away there from this whole area that it'll look different enough. Incantation protection or invocation defense. I was sort of trying to look for something more pithy, but maybe. What do the different colors with buildings represent? Different neighborhoods, essentially. That's going the long and short of it, I guess. Once upon a time in Paxton, that's not going to work how I wanted to. It was much more sort of ghetto-fied, how it was. Charm defense? That approach is Harry Potter sounding to me, which is fine, just not something that I want to contend with. Does that make sense? And by all means, give me more names. I've been struggling to try to name it. So Please don't take me discouraging you from saying, no, that's not what I want. All right, we're going to go... I naturally made this the most complicated damn... 10, 130, 110. Well, what if I change the contrast? Just think a little bit. So it's a little more washed out. Something like that, maybe? I don't know, man. Is there a set number of them? Fewer than your regular guards, but not a set number. They are all specifically wizards, though. No sorcerers or warlocks. Give it a DM device. 4 or 5 PCs going into combat, greater than 50% health. 1 at full after just finishing another combat encounter. Not taking a short rest. It's a 5v2 against 2 spellcasters that can easily TP gain them in their current state. AV pool. It's called Inkarnate. Less than 50%. Oh, okay. That does make a difference. Playing Critical Role's Nether Deep module. I haven't played that, so I don't know. Shield of Sorcery? I mean, I could just call it like the Evokers or something, but that's like a specific school of magic. The Warders and Wardens? I'm gonna write that one down, Davenclaw. What are we trying to name? All kinds of things. Scholarites? I try to, even though obviously wizardry is a little bit more about study, I try to have a distinction between wizards and scholars. That's smarties. The douchebags with magic missile. No. Let's see. Warders. Spellguard. I do like what you said, Dimclaw. Especially like they play off each other, which is great. The Warders and the Wardens. I'll think about that one more. Okay, so Chaos Knight was asking for. So I don't know the Nether Deep module, so I don't know if that's helpful. If I knew more about it, but so is the problem just that you are like there was the rest of this combat coming up and you don't want to kill the party, but you want it to be like interesting? Like, what are you going for? Do you want it to, I mean, like, you can make it. So here's the thing. Do you roll dice in front of the party? Because this is some like Dungeon Master 101 stuff, but like you do not on Roll20 as well. Then you go, does a 13 hit? Oh no. Okay. So you don't like they don't have to know. It's perfectly fine to fudge rolls. It's perfectly fine to fudge rolls one way or the other. Like if you want them to be a little bit more exciting, then they can hit. And like you can. It's all about what makes the better story and the more exciting encounter. Now, you still want the dice to mean something, but if it's going in a way that would be detrimental to the story or detrimental to other people having fun, I think that everything that you should be doing should be in service to the story itself, and don't worry about if it happens. Been stressed all over this combat all week. Yeah, and I get that. I've been there. Very frequently I'll be like, oh my gosh, I don't know if they'll be okay. And then they'll like do this encounter that I thought would take an hour and a half in 20 minutes, and I'll be like, okay, well, now I got to make shit up for the rest of the night because you guys just went through that really quick. So what I would do is, like 1,000 teeth that they just destroyed. I was like, okay, well, I thought that would take all night. It didn't. So the enemies are really, so what level are the characters? Hopefully not too low. 7? Okay, that's to the point where things get powerful. With that fed, I was wondering if you're going to aggro the snake. No, so it's written in the book that like the snakes are supposed to just run away. I definitely could have had it so that the snake is like comes back and is like, I'm grumpy. Now I've got you. Definitely could have played it that way. And seeing that they were killing it so fast, and maybe I got to have, yeah. And that I would not have felt bad had I done it exactly that way. Because they went through that combat very, very quickly. Uncomfortably quickly, some might say. There, so back to Chaos Knight's thing there. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, that's what I'm all about. I'm all about the story. I don't really care that much about the rules, so long as you can make it exciting and make that combat entertaining. And maybe one person gets downed, but you can have them get downed and then still. Hold on, I need to write down these settings because I'm gonna fucking forget. 10, 125, 110, 90. Perfect. So, I don't know. But yeah, no, I get that. I've been there where you're like, would really like everybody to not die. That'd be good. That's not gonna fit. So what you're saying is they have plot armor? No, not necessarily, because I'm not shy about having my players die or get otherwise maimed or horribly injured. It just has to match with the story and match with how everything else has been going in the story that we're telling. Like, if it serves the story, then yes. If it doesn't, and like, it would not be interesting to have them not, be alive. But also, it's okay if shit happens and somebody dies. That's okay too. What? No. I know. So long as it makes the better story. Like, so for example, Chaos Knight. Do you follow Critical Role, for example? There's a storyline that's happening right now in Critical Role where it's perfectly that, where something could have gone much easier, but in service of the story, now they have this whole other mission that they're going on to try to work something out. Hoping for a white stone, Andy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it actually goes. Well, no, yeah. Well, we'll leave it at that. We'll see how it goes. But I'm excited for it. All right. Too big. Ah, perfect. $125, 110, and the 90. We haven't, V-Pool. We haven't. I have a lot of work that I need to do, including this. And then also, there's lots of character building stuff that now has to happen. So for people who are just like hanging out and aren't familiar, I've got a campaign going with people who have never played before, and it's been very exciting. But what we've got going now is, for this whole time, they have been in this pre-con. We've been going through Ghosts of Saltmarsh, the first 2 missions or adventures in Ghosts of Saltmarsh. But now it's story time. Now the sort of backstory ideas that you had, now they need to be concrete, because all of that is going to be integral to what happens. And for me as a storyteller, which because I like to fancy myself as, I am thrilled. Cannot wait. I am Job. And Mr. Morikawa, there's one of our players. And one of my favorite people in this whole world. And, it makes me excited with how quickly, which really speaks to a lack of options. That's a very funny comment. I'm so excited for you, John, to experience more story in terms of role playing. I know that's one of my favorite things. I take such pride in so many people the 5 people that we have. We're like, all right, I'm going to go in and I'm going to go ahead and we're going to cut stuff and kill stuff and be awesome. But even Toast was like, no, I want the role playing. I want this story. I want to know what happens with these interactions with these people that we've run into, these characters that we've created. And that is a goddamn job well done. And it feels really, really good. Cinnamon Bun and Filibuster. Okay, yep. I'm going to name all of my NPCs Ralph. Sons of bitches. Oh, man. It's written to me that you cannot remember the kid's name. Figraborn, also named Figgy. Dr. Doofensport's ketchup plate. That's fun. And I have not played D&D with my niece yet. Mostly because I don't know that she has friends who would be super into it necessarily, but I feel like she would be improbably into it. The problem is that growing up, her father is the one that taught me. And I feel like if I tried to then play D&D with his daughter, I'd be stepping on some toes in a way that I haven't yet before. Sure, we're here, but let's go to another city. I think that they won't want to. Is what I'm going. Maybe he has no interest. Maybe, yeah. Like, I don't understand why he has any, really. I don't know. Thank you, Swifts. Did somebody ask? I found my player handbooks. I plan to get the rest on D&D Beyond. Oh, you're planning on getting the rest of the books on D&D Beyond? Awesome. Does that have all the right stats? That's good. That was good. Okay. Oop. Oop, oop. This is before we change this. Boop, 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 boop. Just still had my copy paste. Yeah, fair enough. Just every hour, but I mean, you know somebody's gonna ask. Yeah, right. Switchblade, dude. It's really, really cool to see them embrace stuff like that. because they didn't need to. They could have just been like, you get to stop. Nope, no. All right, let's see. What shapy shapes I got here? Oops. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And as ever, simply hide all of the places where things don't match perfectly with shrubbery. Beep, 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 beep. They're doing that with their VTT, going to put DA and Tailspire on their back heels. With their virtual tabletop, that's what you're saying. They're going to put... It doesn't auto layer. I'd actually changed the layer. I just did it fast enough that you didn't notice. But yeah, so I've got the layers that are numbered, +5 to -5 and then 0. I've been putting all my shrubberies on -3, all my buildings on 2, all my trees on 3. Sometimes the buildings range between -2 and 2. They're kind of all over the place. But yeah. Where am I looking here? All right. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dee, ba-da-doo, ba-da-doo-doo. This is a capital, not just a big town. This is, think New York, like very much melting pot kind of a thing. I don't know if I like that. Am I planning on putting physical obstacles that they have to overcome, like a broken bridge, a slippery path that they have to overcome? In sessions I have played, I have enjoyed those as a player. Just closets with cool robes full of mold. Hey, DK, babe, welcome on in. Mr. Morcalbo there almost bit it to some yellow mold. One of the classic D&D big bads. Yellow mold. That sounds like a joke, but no, yellow mold sucks. It'll fuck you up. All right, so let's do some bros. Damn it. I need an in-betweeny size. This could do, this could do. Oh, it could do very well, actually. Actually. That's not bad. I don't know how long I've been DMing, since I was like 11 years old. So I was Schmermany for a few years. But are you at the point where it's modules for newer players than homebrew stories for more experience? Yeah, 100%. Well, so if I had my way, it would be all homebrew all the time. But you have to make sure that the players are sort of invested in what you want to do before you start trying to throw homebrew at them. Which is not, I said that wrong. Which is to say, like, you want to make sure that people are invested in the game before you, as a person, spend that much time creating the world, right? So we had 3 sessions before we then got into. But yeah, no, I'm a friend of mine. I was talking to them, and they were like, "Yeah, you've been DMing since you were like," blah, blah, blah. And I was like, fucking gross. Age will make fools of us all. Yeah, 3 sessions. Yeah. And like I said, yeah, just playing through Ghosts of Saltmarsh, which I thought was very cool because that's such a classic old school D&D module. I'm gonna make this building fatter so that it takes more room. Beep, 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 beep. There. What? Dang nabbit, I put my buildings on the wrong dang layer. What the hell? Why is it so pixelated? Beep. That's why. That's big. There. Now there's everything there. So it's pixelated because we're this close. I'm also placing all of these buildings at 50%-ish. Their sort of design size. They're designed to be more this big when you place them. Man's making all the Rome in a single PNG. Not like... Okay, a little bit. All right, well, when you put it that way, I don't like it. No. It's funny that you say Rome, though, because I'm sort of basing this like one part New York City, one part Rome, where they sort of have the same kind of opinions of kings, for example. Plot all the effort and detail. I can't do anything without fucking making shit complicated. It's a character flaw. That's what it is. Can't do god dang anything without making it complicated. Have a good night, Magical. I hope that you are doing swimmingly. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, you know, I think there. Yeah. Let's do a chunky bit. Somewhat similar in shape and size. With like a little courtyard kind of thing in there. Oh, this is messing me up. There we go. There we go. And then I'm going to place, I don't know what, fountain maybe? A fontana. I kind of like the shape of some of these elven ones that are cooler. Like that one's already bad. That one's too big. Similarly too big. All right, this one. Beep, 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 beep. Oh yeah, that looks great. Hell yeah. And then we need to have a little path. I only have to homebrew in the Netherdeep campaign if they get the worst ending. Yeah, no, I don't know the Netherdeep campaign at all. I have not purchased that book. I'd be interested in just to see sort of what they've all come up with. Man, I'm so jealous of, I mean, well, a lot of things in terms of Critical Role and all of them. Just their professional careers, I'm very jealous of, naturally. But like the idea of like them having created different like subclasses and having that now be in D&D. I'm just of Mercer's hair. Hell yeah, brother. It's so frustrating. He's got the career and the hair. It's not fucking fair. Yeah. Looks alive. Have you seen the guys who made a D&D campaign in Minecraft with mods and custom models? Nope. Yeah, right. Like something that like something that you wrote be in D&D. It's like the guy that created like what do you call it? Eberron, right? 'Cause Eberron started as a homebrew. Hot damn! Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Yeah, Salvatore Greenwood, Weiss and Hickman, right? Weiss and Hickman are more my jam. I'm very much a Dragonlance feller over Forgotten Realms. Actually, I don't like that Forgotten Realms has kind of become the de facto campaign setting. I find it to be frustrating. But that's just me, and that's because I like Dragonlance. And what's weird, it's weird that like Greyhawk has become so less of a thing than it was, you know? Remember that check out her husband writes D&D books for what? Scientist? You just stop. What? Who? What? Oh. What? No. What the hell? This is just a big old chunk, huh? I could do something like that. His dream job, and they moved to Indiana to Seattle, where he got the job. No, but I'm very curious if this is a person that I... No, have we had this conversation? I feel like we have. Am I thinking of somebody else? Because you know my connections with wizards, right? Yeah, right. Here we go. Shaw's shaping up. This is going to be the city. Is this city going to be the main city for the campaign? It's going to be. So it's. This is. Not necessarily main city, depending on how long the campaign goes, but certainly for a little while, it's going to be. Very much where a lot of the action happens. And I have a lot yet to do. Two of my friends were telling me to get into Critical Role back because it's 2019. And then when I finally bit was when they came back from COVID hiatus, July 2020. I did not get in. What a good looking beard. I don't think I know this person. Oh, so that's relatively new. Okay. Whoops. Stop it. That's awesome. That's really cool. I wanna. Oh, man. All right. Search crypts and creepers. Oh, is that the... What's the song? Is that the D&D one they're talking about? That's a lot of text, Switchblade, that you posted in the Discord. I'll look at that later. Need you to calm down. A little too wubby for my taste. And I need yellow blocks. Small blocks. Small yellow blocks. 10. 125. 110. 90. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, no. So the Chaos Knight or anybody else, do you guys just want to talk D&D shop? I am very much up for it at present. Let's go with like that, and then maybe a medium building right on the other side here. Something like that. Perhaps. Yeah, I'm doing this the hard way. There. Now it matches. No Colosseum. So a lot of the politics are more Roman inspired because I'm a nerd. So if you know Roman history, they were like very anti-kings. They did not like kings. They were not a fan. Which is why they ended up having an emperor instead. 500 people applied for the job, and Dan got it. Hot damn. Yeah, no worries, Chaos Knight. It's weird in that it's not. Nope. It's not like formatted for viewers to watch necessarily. A lot of like D&D shows will have split screen. You'll be able to see everybody's reactions right on there. And that's not how we've been doing it. I've been sort of, well, not sort of. I've been more about the enjoyment of the players themselves and making sure that they are in and enjoying themselves. So I have not stressed about making it look pretty. And I need you to know that's hard for me. As a production guy, that is hard for me. Jet. Oh, what about here? Jet. I don't like that either. Maybe, hold on. I mean, this is almost up. Yeah. Yeah, so that's been a thing. My brother is Pro Jared, if you know who that is. And then I also know Holly and two Wizards of the Coast in general. I once upon a time was on a podcast with Mr. Gavin Verhey, who now is one of the head designers for Magic the Gathering. We were on a podcast talking about Magic. And at that point, he was like, I want to be a Magic designer. And I was like, oh, good luck. And then that motherfucker did it. They didn't like kings, so they had another, more different king. Well, so that's where you have the sort of misnamed first triumvirate and then the second triumvirate, where instead of having one person in power, they're like, oh, yes, we'll have several people in power. That's what we need. Yeah. This little angled building is just the right shape for so many little things. Anyway, if you don't know who any of those people are, Switchblade, that I mentioned, let me know. And if you do, depending on how much you know, I'll be able to talk about that too. Oh boy, I won! Hold on. So I was on this other screen, and I saw this come up, and I was like, click. Let's see. I'm going to be a bunny. I'm going to be a blue bunny. Yeah, with a weird head tattoo. Yeah. I did it. I did it. Anyway, I can close that. That's why I had that open. Just wanted to make sure I get in. I need like more. Whoops, that's whatever button I just hit. I didn't mean to. I need more different. Building chips. Problem is that these things, these little guys are helpful, but more boring looking than like things like that. You know what I mean? Is having problems keeping us happy? Oh no, Toaster, what's going on, buddy? Oh, this is bothering me again. Get out of here. All right. That's probably fun like that. The Schley assets fit nicely. What's the Schley assets? I don't know what that is. Should I know what those are? Oh. Got it. Yeah. There's a lot of maps for it. Like a lot. Like a lot. He did do the Ghost 3 maps, yeah. Does he have an asset pack? Man, D&D maps have just come a long way, you know? I see the need for a space mouse. Space mouse. Yeah, it's the 3D mouse. Yeah, it's still has some independent. You get a bunch with campaign card hardware. No shit. I didn't know that. I should maybe look into that. All right, let's do some kind of building that I haven't yet placed. Oh. I see toast. I see how it is. At least I will be able to make it into the next world. Unlike some people in your cult, killing everybody. Yeah, you could just put those right into this app. Far cry from the simpler ruler paper maps. For real, though. Yep. I don't understand how Toast is having such a problem with Keeping everybody happy. Felt like that was the easy part. All right. Oops. Oh god. Kind of loud. I'm gonna place some of my patty pans, lest I forget. Damn it. Just stay on the right flippin' thingy. There. Yep, and now you're going to be on that one, huh? Okay. Last year's because of the pandemic and only online so far? Yeah, right. No, that's awesome, though. Like, you have to get everybody to start somewhere, man. I got any tips for scamming myself to clean when I can't seem to get myself, even though I really wish I could? Yeah, actually. Start with something small. Like if you are messy enough, not like I am, but if you are messy enough where it can get overwhelming and it feels like you need to tackle a whole thing at once, that can be anxiety inducing, where you're like, there's too much stuff and I don't wanna. Instead, take a smaller bite, choose something small to work on, and then from there you might find that you have enough momentum to keep going into the next thing. Does that make sense? Let's see. Yeah, throw away a cardboard. Yeah, exactly. Like you start with throwing a cardboard box away, and that might be enough to get things going for you otherwise. I know I have a market over here somewhere, but I don't. Oh, okay, that's far enough away. Often I find myself, oh shit, cleaning the night before someone comes over. Yeah, right. I mean, that's a very easy way to create some executive function, is to have it so that, like, oh shit, I need to do this right this second. Yeah, that'll light a fire under your ass, totally. I can't tell what color this is supposed to be. Seems ill-defined. This whole section with this whole section, maybe? I don't know that. Deep cleaning the house the night before. Whee! Yep. Sometimes that's just how it goes. And that's okay. But I also get how everything that I just said can be hard. So if you're struggling with it, don't afford yourself some degree of leniency. Now I'm gonna put like a something there, like a statue. Yeah, a happy little statue. Stuff like this is why I always feel welcome to the chat. Unfortunately, you're too far away on the other side of the dang world. Makes it complicated, my friend. Makes it complicated. Can I do a bigger one? Nope, not enough space. All right, let's statue. Great, statues. What do we got? Just not going to switch. Oh, there you go. Now it's doing random. All right, these are not high enough resolution that I'm going to be able to tell what they are. With I think I'm into this one, the little. That is number 6. I'm into 6. What is this the statue of? I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But it's a statue. Maybe we'll have another statue. Smaller, more different statue. On the other side, something? No, let's have this be like a well, actually. There'll be a well right in front of the statue. Oh, the weaklings. Never rolling higher than 2? What? Kind of feel like I should put 15 to 30 minutes in my calendar that repeats daily where I had to go clean something, make a habit of that would basically never be a mess. I mean, if that works for you, then awesome. Then do that. But like, I'm sorry, I'll move closer. Apology accepted. No, man. If that works, then awesome. It's something that a schedule like that for cleaning specifically is something that does not work for me, which makes me sad. That's not true. That's not the emotion. It makes me pissed off most of the time. Damn it. I don't mean to hit that.
What great
Hey! Oh my
news, you have
god, dude.
subscribed again. Wunderbar. Thank you, subscriber.
Oh look, a shiny button. I cannot believe I have been a part of
52
this fab
months.
community you have built for this long.
Add
DK. Less than 3.
Only blind panic and anxiety work for me. Yeah, see, everybody has something that works for them, you know? You're on the wrong layer, sir. You are also on the wrong layer. All right, so I can actually have this whole section plausibly go out through here. But it could also be a different one. Might have this be those sort of desert buildings. I just don't know if they're going to work with this city, if it's going to like really fit in the way that I want to. So I might do it and then see how it works. DK, wait, there you go. Gamify it? That's not a bad idea, honestly. It could definitely work for some people. It could definitely work for some people. Fine. Just want to make sure that there's no, like, doesn't look like there's this space intentionally left blank kind of an area, you know what I mean? Also, all those are on the wrong layer. Because I was still on my tree layer. Whoops. Gotta add more shrubbery. More shrubbery. Investigated. Again, thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Appreciate you. An off night for the stream. Not a day we normally stream. All right. Let's see here. Where are we? No worries, Cast Night. Yeah, let me know if you have any other questions or just... Sometimes it's just helpful to have somebody to bounce ideas off of. Looks a little segregated? That's on purpose. They're like little neighborhoods. Brightness 10, right? Yeah. 90. Okay, nothing wrong with a little segregation? Okay, well, I don't like that. Don't like that. I don't know if I want that one, because I've used that one before. Is there another one that has a yellow? Maybe I use this one. No, that one's kind of smaller. And this one, oh, this one does have a yellow one. This one's also small. Alright, I'm going to use this one. No worries, Switchblade, no worries. I usually watch it on VOD later. Next week. That's when I'll watch it. But for anybody who's going to watch Critical Role, I don't blame you. Go do that. If you're going to watch any D&D content, watch fucking professionals do it, you know what I mean? Nope. Maybe. Ooh. There might be a ticket right there. Oh, Tavern. Tavern. Is there a program like this that lets you draw some roads and have it autofill the areas between those buildings? Because I feel like a computer should be able to make these cities easily if you just need some unimportant places to go to. Probably. That's the answer. Probably. So, like, if I wanted to draw this very fast, there's tools to do so. I just don't want to do it that way. Like, if I wanted to... I was showing this off before. There's like, be like, all right, so blah, 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 blah. Yeah, perfect. And then I can go and, like, trim off the ones that ended up going over my road. You know, whatever. And, like, you can do it that way. It does not look as nice. But in terms of, like, it definitely does feel like it's something that could be placed in a happy way like that. I see what you're saying, and I agree with you. I don't know of anyone that would let you do that in, like, a super, super easy way. With this program, too, like, you can also just pull maps that other people have made. That's easy enough. Oops, that's not what I wanted at all. All right, I gotta figure out what I want here. Actually, you know what? Let's do a nicer little building there. Yeah. All right. 10, 125, 110, 90. Oh, very good, very good. Just use an old, a free old city. Yeah, I mean, you can. Ain't no rules against that. Oh. I just learned some keyboard shortcuts. That's good to know. What's my opinion on all of the AI art stuff that's been very up in the news lately? I think that you're never going to be able to replicate the creativity of the human spirit. But also, like, it shows how pulpy a lot of art is. If that makes sense at all. If I hide this enough, does it look like it belongs there? Never mind whatever this is. Yeah, that's probably fine. And then... Nope, I decided I don't like this. I like that one better. It's just like expensive Legos is all that I'm really doing. Or like, not Legos, or not expensive, but like, it's just like Legos, really. All right, this is, I don't know if this is gonna be too same since the same building is like right next to it, but like that, and then I move this closer to this one. You're in the wrong layer. You're on the wrong layer. Forever working on the wrong layer. Damn it. I wish that I was smart enough to, like, just lock in. Have I seen the suburbs? Sure. But they're, I don't know. It just feels weird. This person likes bushes. Also, you're on the wrong layer, too. Actually, you know what? Instead of that, I'm gonna have a tree. All right. So we got a little bit more of an area to fill over here yet. A little bit. Just a little bit. Are there any other special buildings that we need to place? I call that a tavern and not an inn. That's weird. How did I do it that way? There. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 inns so far. Hey, Rita, how are you doing? Is this? Yeah, okay. This one's not. Straggler. Built the frame bigger than me all by myself. Hey, look at you go. That's fun. But by like for a painting. I don't know why it took me so long to say those words. For a painting, that's my assumption of what you mean. I've always wanted to build my own frame. I haven't. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Of all people, to not frame, why wouldn't I? Doesn't check out. Yes, the banding is huge. Excellent. All right, now we're going to go through, make sure we fill in these lines so they're nice and pretty. Yep, perfect. I'll probably just have to go through and just literally touch up every single road. Like that. And like right here. DK caring about a bunch of shit that nobody else really cares about. Ba-doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop. You are on, or is it you? Ah, you're the culprit. Okay. Yeah, no, please, I'm cool with that. Especially on a little one like right here. That is a big old frame of frame. Look at this. Bang. Look at you. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I've never done that before. Skip this one because haven't we heard this like 7 times? Okay, that's just the same song. I'm gonna try this. Okay, then it's just gonna play that same bit again. We'll see how it goes. Michelle, hello. How are you? Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. Section right here, like that. Oh yeah. I was gonna. Can I get distracted? I don't know what I want to do. I might do a temple over here. Might just have to do a temple over here. What temples do I have that I could do? Is this building? It is large. There's no yellow. What this one? There is yellow. Interesting. Let's see. So I've had most of the temples around so far have like shrubbery and there's one that has like a lot of lots of trees for this one over here. This one has little flower beds in it and some pillars. What do I want to do with this one? Feeling good. Turns out my kids don't hate being in my class like I thought they did. Hey, that's great. Honestly, that's great. That's awesome. Good. Why would they? Is my question, Michelle. But also, like, I get it. Kids, school. Boom, boom. Okay, my goddamn blind. I feel like I scroll through it. Details. Where are the? Hello? Okay. So what if I want this, but I want it to be like thicker, you know? What if we have it be thicker? Too thick. No, I think it's good just like this. Actually, better yet, let's do it this way. Want me to get easier on me? I had a parent of a set of twins in my class reach out to me a little bit into the year, letting me know that basically they're hating school, and then some of the others feel that way as well. What they failed to mention is that it had been changing over the past few years, and it wasn't a sudden change. Also, the others is literally one other student. Oh. So you were lied to. That's what I'm hearing. What did I do? 175. Fix this before it messes me up. So this is where this part gets dicey. Is this going to look all right? I think it will, actually. Neat. Boo-doo-boo-boo-doo. Nope. Not a lot of. Oh no. Huh. What do I do here? And you get to go up one there. There we go. It's like a weird line that's happening right here. And it looks like that's where it's like connected, but it's not. That's not where it's connected. There. Let's actually have you. Yep. Yeah. There we go. All right, there we go. Have I put down every single one of these buildings? Not like all of them. Like sometimes they come in little groups of 4 or 5, like this one. Also, no, I did not have to, but it's looking great. Don't judge me. Sometimes, listen, we all have our little passion projects. You know what? Honestly, I've spent more time trying to get these look like they're slowly fading in to the water. Spent more time on that. All of these little contrails. Oh, they all got messed up. Well, what did I do? Okay, well, they all got messed up. And I, hold on, I know how to fix that. Scroll all the way down. Oh, I can have my... Oh, okay. I just learned a thing. Just now. Well, anyway, all those contrails were individually placed, but they're currently messed up, so let me try to fix it. Is there a search function? Uh-oh. And like... Oh, there's a search function. Dock. Nope. Messed up how they're on the wrong layer. They're on, these look like they're on top of the dock right now. They're supposed to look like they're underneath in the water. Oh, here. Right, so that's better. I can do it this way too. Just hide everything else, and then I should be able to find it easy. I can't though. What the hell? Oh, when I click, okay, so when I click this, that hides all of that. Oh, okay, great. So dock streamlines, there we go. So you need to go one layer. And there we go, and now they're fixed. So now they look like they are gone. What the hell? Oh, because they're on the, there. That's still not what I want. There we go. Now we got it. Now they look like they're going underneath. Almost up. Anyway. Yeah, that's what I've been working on. This looks goofy as hell. Hey, Catwolf, how you doing? All right. Boop, boop. So not all of them are on the right layer. It should have a bunch of shrubbery right here, and all these are not on the right layer either. Oh my gosh. Go ahead and fix that right quick. All those stragglers that somehow get messed up. So I just shifted them all. There. And so now there's a bunch of shrubbery that's also still on the wrong damn layer. I might fix that later. So I think a lot of those are just from before I started doing the exact scheme that I have now. Anyway, well, this is what we got. I'd say at this part I'm probably easily half done. I know that it maybe doesn't look like that, but again, all of this took, and then all of the walls took forever. You don't even know. You don't understand. Here, hold on. Let me show you how you had to build a wall. So like here are the walls. All right. So see how this is right here? Here's how I made it. Beep. Beep. Like that, and then just like all the way around here, and then the whole seawall. Had to do all that, and then all this. Took a while. Did I do it all tonight? No, this is about 20 hours of work so far. Give or take. I can't half-miss anything. Instead, I whole-ass one thing. Bing, 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 bing. Anyway, back to what we were doing. I think I might like that better. Yeah, no, we made quite a bit of stuff tonight. So this whole section and this pink section, and I think I finished some of the elves too tonight. I think maybe I just did that earlier in the day. But it's just been something like while watching streams, listening to stuff, been able to plot away at. I know, Komachaz, somebody was in here before, and I was talking about back in the day, all you had is graph paper. Not like regular graph paper, but like some of those like really cool graph paper where they had like every fifth line was a little bit thicker, and all the other ones were thinner. So I don't know the NPCs in each building. No, that will happen as it goes. I do have plans for a number of these buildings. A number of these buildings are labeled as what they are. Here are some of those labels. So like this building's a temple. I don't know of what yet. We'll get there. There's a temple here. This building here is a leather worker. We've got a school. There's a library as well. There's a brewery, a market, an alchemist. There is one NPC that is mostly completely written at this point that they will be running into. The Temple of Liberty Gibbet. But no, there's one NPC that's basically done. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. Something like that could work. What's that fancy new building with all the shrubbery? That is another temple that I don't think I've labeled yet. I did. So far, I'm gonna label it temple, and then I'll get there later. And there's certain areas, like if I decide that I wanted to have like one thing. In Roman culture, a temple would have to be dedicated to a single god. Many gods could be worshipped at a single temple, and that'll definitely be the same case here. But this, so remember how I'd been saying about how was very much like ghettoified city, and you've got definite neighborhoods. Each neighborhood has a temple. So you've got this one right here, and these guys over here have this one, the yellow one there. There's one. Where is it? Did I put a temple over here? I didn't. Well, might have to change some stuff over here. Oh well. But yeah. I don't like how thick the lines across, like next to it got. It's not great. All right. But anyway, as you so rudely insinuated, no, I have not placed every single building by hand. Sometimes they go in groups of 3 or more. Hey, Scout, how you doing? See, like this one. Look at it. This is three buildings all at once. How efficient. See? See how efficient I am? Stop laughing. Change the battery in the rain? That sounds like not a good time. I'm going to be honest with you. What if we did? Ooh, yeah. Give me this one. Get out of here. Oh, that's way better. This is the same group of buildings next to each other. Kind of hate how that looks. Yeah, no, I think I like this better. Kind of upset that toast killed me. I'm kind of used to it at this point. You'd think I'd be used to it, but it still hurts every time. You know? The betrayal. You're just stopping? You don't want to play any more music? You're done? Okay. Cool. Let's do... I don't know. What's this? Nope. let's do. Nope, still not that. I need more music. What is this? Sure, shuffle. Whatever, good enough. Sacrificing cult followers is the only way to manage to keep this cult happy. Listen, listen. Oh. Listen, I just don't know why it had to be me that died, you know? I didn't kill Toast. Toast ran away. And then everybody else prospered after Toast left. Coincidence? Hard to say. Hard to say. Because I was old? What do you mean because I was old? What? Well, like the character was when they rolled me, I was just like the character was old. And join us. I should join with R2DK. See if he notices. Yeah, that's fine. I was just old right off the bat. Oh. Cool. Yeah, I know my character. I wasn't offended, but I do appreciate you clarifying. Righty dighty. So we just got a little bit of section right here to do, and then this little section will be done. So let's grab another one of those big old groups. The big old group of groups. We got our angles, so we can do. Just place some down, see if anything's striking my fancy. What if we could do some noble blocks? I haven't done these at all, and I maybe could to try to differentiate one of the sections one of these times. That'd be pretty good, actually. Maybe think about that. All right. There we go. There he is. All right. So hue, saturation, brightness, contrast. Okay. Whoop. What? Oh. I'm unintentionally learning various keybinds. Alright, give a little path there. I need to see, so we're going to turn that off. Boop, 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 boop. I think I'm going to take this all the way to the wall. All the way to the wall. To the wall. To the window. To the wall. Oh, this one's still messed up. What in the world? Why aren't you getting placed with the right numbers? Kind of a bitch. This one's also not. This one doesn't have any numbers on it at all. That's why it looks goofy. Kept on looking over at it. There you go. Gotta get that more pale yellow color going. Yeah, now that I'm looking at them side by side, they look close, but also maybe different enough. I don't know. I could have done it differently. I could have done it differently. Maybe should have. Definitely could have. But I didn't. Boom, 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 boom. Now this trusty building right here. Always a good one. Put that fella right here. Hold on. Deep, deep. There we are. Very good. Very good. Very good. Maybe one of this. We use this. I haven't used this guy enough. This fella right here. Underutilized. I'm gonna back this one off and put more shrubbery. Shrubbery will save us. Again, thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. Appreciate you a ton. Hopefully it is not as boring as my deepest insecurities tell me that it is. Hopefully it's more entertaining than that. Look over, see where the pretty trees are. Boom, 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 boom. Put that guy right there, and then we're gonna do this on the other side. Spoopity, spoopity. Little something like that. Maybe some of these right here. I think that looks good. That little section there is done. There's chunks of green showing right through here, and I gotta do something about that. First off, we can extend that a little bit, and that's pretty good. And then what I'll do is then it gets a bush. Boop. And right here, I think that this will likely get a tree. Perfect, perfect. And then maybe a bush as well. Just don't want to look like we got as much dead space as we got. Because if there's dead space, then there's really ought to be a pathway. Really. Of some kind. And he looked upon his creation, and it was good. Should have maybe placed more specialized buildings in that new area, but ain't bad. All right, my friends. I believe that what we shall do is raid somebody. Whom should we raid? Probably oh my god, John's playing Hooked on You. I'm raiding John. Oh my gosh. I'm still nursing a headache, so I'm going to go maybe a little bit early. A little bit earlier than normal. I'm sorry for that, but I'm not feeling like super duper great. So, thank you guys for keeping me company while I work on this. I did stream on Toast tonight, that's true, which is why I'm rating John. Alright. Thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it a ton. Some of this work is often tedious, and it helps to be able to have you guys hanging out while I do it. So, thank you. Appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll probably play a game. I don't know what. Maybe more Cyberpunk, and then I think games with friends later. Hopefully, me, Toast, and John are doing a escape room game. That's what we've talked about. Whether or not Toast is available is yet to be seen. And then Sunday, I'm going to try to go live as early as possible and be working on D&D stuff that whole day. So hopefully that'll be constructive. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you. Love you. And thank you. Have a good night.